Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 3rd of September 2019. We're going to reflect on Luke 4:31 to 37. Jesus went down to Capernaum, a city in Galilee, and was teaching them on the Sabbath. They were astounded at his teaching because he spoke with authority. In the synagogue there was a man who had the spirit of an unclean demon, and he cried out with a loud voice, "Let us alone. What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." But Jesus rebuked him, saying, "Be silent and come out of him." When the demon had thrown him down before them, he came out of him without having done him any harm. They were all amazed and kept saying to one another, "What kind of utterance is this? For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and out they come." And a report about him began to reach every place in the region, the gospel of the Lord. It is an amateur preacher's nightmare. To have someone start screaming in the middle of a sermon can be daunting, even for experienced preachers. For a preacher just starting out in the business, it can be terrifying. I should know. It happened to me during one of my very first missions. I was preaching in a church in Goa, and a woman started yelling at the top of her voice. I didn't have a clue what to do. Fortunately, the parish priest did. He took the woman aside and prayed with her, and I somehow managed to continue. Now, this happened to Jesus when he was in Capernaum. As he was teaching in the synagogue, a demon-oppressed man started shouting. I'm fairly certain that if the temple priests had known the man had demon issues, they wouldn't have let him in. But demons have a knack of remaining quiet until they are activated, kind of like sleeper enemy agents. And they seem specially designed to be activated when new preachers are preaching to make them afraid. Although in Jesus' case, it was the demon who was afraid. Faced with the holy presence of Jesus, it became conscious that he had the power to destroy it, and unable to keep quiet, shouted, "Let us alone. What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." And Jesus commands, "Be silent and come out of him." And with no fuss whatsoever, the demon leaves the man. Demons are real. And despite whatever people in Christian leadership might say about the devil being just a symbol of the darkness in our own hearts, the devil exists. To deny his existence is to question the existence and mission of Jesus, who came to free us from the yoke of slavery that the devil had us in. But the devil is not to be feared because he is a defeated enemy, as are his legions. Paul wrote that having disarmed the powers and authorities, Jesus made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by the cross. We have to walk in that victory and that freedom. While exorcism is a liturgical rite that can be exercised only by an ordained priest, all of us have the God-given right to crush the demons that trouble us. Jesus says, "I've given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you." Let us remember that always, and in the mighty name of Jesus, crush the demons that trouble us underneath our feet.